Hello everyone. So today we have a new session of Power BI, and in this session we have to discuss date time functions. So date time functions is basically helps you to handle the date type of data. So today we discuss these three date time functions. So let's see how we can use these functions in Power BI. So we have a data in sheet 1. So firstly, we import this data in Power BI. So I'm going to my Power BI new session, click on Excel and select the select this particular Excel file. Once the connection is completed, then I select the sheet. So I select the sheet one because sheet one has the data. So click on load. So once this process is complete, so my data is visible in the field section. So my data is and it is now and it is visible inside the field section. Now I click on data tab. So this is my data. So my question is I want previous month value, means I want previous month total sales or previous month dates of the given specific date. Means suppose that we have a given date 3rd of 1st of March 2016, and I want the previous month date of this specific date. Means I want February month date. Now I come back to Power BI and go to the modeling tab, select the new table, and here I type the formula. So the formula is previous month, and the parameter of this, the first parameter, or basically the parameter of this function is dates. So I select the sheet name and select the date column and hit enter. So when I press enter, we are getting the blank value. Basically, why it is not showing any value, I am going back to my sheet 1. By default, previous month consider the first date of the date column. So the formula is previous month. So if the previous month consider this date as an input and there is no previous month data available in the sheet 1 or table, that's why it returns blank. So now my scenario is we provide the 1st of March as a input in the previous month. So what we can do? Firstly, I type the calculate table function. The first parameter is table, so this function return a table, and the second parameter is filter. So here I type the end function and apply the conditions. So here I type the start date, which is greater than 1st of March, and again select the start date, which is less than 31st of March, and enter. Okay, so after hit the enter, we are getting not we are not getting any result. So what we do, we go to the Excel and type the date here and select both the dates and change the format. So this is the number of the specific date, means 1st of March. So I use this number 42430 here. So I type 42430 and 42460 here and enter. So now I am getting the result. Now we have, so now I change this table name and rename it as previous month. Okay, so now I type previous month and equal to. So now we get the previous month table like this. We have the next function, we have the another function, the name is next month. So how we can apply the next month function? Let's see. So again go to the modeling tab, click on new table, type the next month function. The first parameter is dates. So my dates are available in the sheet 1. So I type sheet 1 and select the start date. Bracket close, enter. So now I am not getting any dates here because if I am going to sheet 1, so we have not get any data here. So now again I type the calculate table function here. So once I click on calculate table, the first parameter is table. So inside this table function, inside this table parameter, I already set this function the next month. And go to the next parameter. The next parameter is filter one. Here I type condition. So I type the condition. So the condition is, so we have two conditions. So that's why I type the end function. So first condition is my start date, which is greater than the first date is 42430. So I type here 42430, that is 1st of March. And the second parameter is logical 2, and here I type the second date, means 31st of March. So 42460, bracket close and enter. So now I am getting the next month date, means I am getting the April month dates which are available in my data set. Now again I go back to the Excel and the third function is end month. So again I am coming to my Power BI session, go to modeling and create a new table and type the function. The function name is end month. So end month is basically provide the ending date of a specific month. There I type the end month, end of the month. The date parameter I type, or I select the date column and hit enter. Before pressing enter, I rename this table name. This is end month table. So this is the end of month function and I am getting this date. If you see this the date column of the sheet 1 table to the downside, so this is the last date. So this last date is written or given by this function because I am not provide any specific input inside this function. So if suppose that if I am providing any specific input to this function, so how we can provide that particular input? So I am using the calculate table function. So inside this calculate table there is table, and in this parameter we already set this end of month function, means because this function returns a table. Okay, so that's why I set this function in this particular parameter, comma the second parameter is filter. So here I type the condition. So I already applied applied the end functions or the conditions in our previous function. So similar that type of condition I applied here also. So I type the sheet 1 start date that is greater than 42430 and the start date that is less than 42460, bracket close and enter. So now I am getting the third month, means the March month date. So that is the date which is available inside my date column. Okay. So that type of dates functions we use in our day-to-day basis or day-to-day scenarios. Thank you.